All right, let's take a look at congestive heart failure. We're going to look at right-sided heart failure first. So let's say the right side of the heart, again, anatomical position, patient's right, patient's left. So let's say the right side of the heart isn't very strong due to heart disease, previous heart attacks, etc. And we now have a backup. So remember, the heart pumps, the right atrium pumps down to the right ventricle, left atrium pumps to the left ventricle. But the right side of the heart gets its blood supply from the venous return. So from the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava, blood is returning here to the right atrium, which then pumps down to the right ventricle. But let's say it's not pumping very effectively. So now think about it as a traffic jam. If there's a traffic jam at a certain intersection, the car is continuously attempting to get into the intersection, get backed up, backed up, backed up, backed up, backed up. It's the same concept with right side heart failure. So let's say blood is not flowing very, very, very well. So we're not getting good pump, not good strength out of the right side of the heart. Well, that means that the blood entering the right atrium is going to back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. If it backs up from the superior vena cava, it might manifest itself as JVD, jugular venous distension, because the jugular veins drain into the superior vena cava. So you might see distension of those neck veins. More likely, however, you're going to see the backup manifest itself here. Go down the inferior vena cava all the way down to the iliac veins, femoral veins, all the way down to your feet, down to your ankles. And what will happen is all the way down here, you're going to end up with pedal edema. And pedal edema, one of the causes of pedal edema is right-sided heart failure. So what that means is you're going to have swollen ankles because the capillaries get backed up down in your feet because of gravity, and the capillaries become leaky, and that semi-permeable membrane becomes more permeable. So now we've got very swollen feet, very swollen ankles, and that's one of the signs of right-sided heart failure. So when you walk in the door and you start talking to your patients, eyeball their ankles. You can tell a lot from their ankles.